You just touched on in why don't we use our words? You touched on a really huge skill that I work with couples on in my office. Excuse me. We aren't good at that. We have talking about shame again. We have a lot of shame on expressing needs. We really struggle to do that. As children, we don't have access to words when we're very young. And once we start to become verbal, we don't have enough of an understanding of ourselves to ask for what we need. And so parents have to interpret, they have to mind read, right? Children will act or do or say something, and a parent who has a good enough connection will say, oh, they're just tired or they're hungry, right? Mind reading, they're guessing. As adults, we still pretty much do that. Instead of just saying, you know what, that really hurt my feelings. That made me sad that you said that. Can we talk about that? We act it out. We still as adults act everything out instead of getting right to the need, jumping right to it and saying, I just need you to hold me. I just need you to tell me you're proud of me. I just need to tell you that that made me sad. I work with adults for years on getting to the need, jumping over the temper tantrums and the acting out, the slamming doors, the name calling. Go to the need. Ask
Go to
for
the
it.
need.
We struggle to do that. Too vulnerable.
And it's like, yeah, exactly. It's too vulnerable. Like, I don't want to have to tell you what I need. I want you to know what I need. That makes you a good partner
That's
for
right.
me. And it's like, no, you being a good partner for me is someone that's aware enough to be able to communicate what you need from me to feel loved, because you're not, I don't know
That's right.
you. I don't know you. I
That's right.
I wasn't born with you in my body. I just met you, in whatever stage of life. Maybe it was a decade ago, but that's such a powerful thing, and something that we can all learn from so much more, how to use our words. I think that's really cool. It's a really cool insight, man. It's that,
Yeah.
like, we act out so much growing up, and then we never remember that, like, we have a new skill set, new achievement unlocked, your
Totally.
words.
Totally. And that's how you know you've reached adulthood, I think, psychologically, is when you are able to identify the need clearly. Like that statement made me sad. And here's another example, sticking with this theme. Excuse me, I'm sorry. We still don't sticking exactly with that. We still aren't even good at identifying the need that we need to express. So here's the example I use all the time with my patients. If I'm walking down my neighborhood and my neighbor almost hits me with their car, what do most people do? They go to anger and they scream and they yell and they say, what the F, you almost hit me. Okay. What then happens? The person gets out of the car and says, F you, look where you're going. And a fight happens. That is not actually an honest emotional expression. The most honest moment would have been, oh my God, I'm scared. You almost hit me.
Ah, yeah,
And
yeah,
then
yeah.
the person will get out of the car and say, oh
Oh my.
no, are you okay? I'm sorry.
Oh, it's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Because it's too vulnerable to go to the real emotion. We are too scared of real emotions. Real emotions are always soft. If you almost get hit by a car, you got scared. Be scared. Oh, my life, you almost hit me. And then it brings a soft response. I teach that to couples. Go to the soft, primary, honest emotion. That is where functionality lives. Your partner will receive you,
Yes.
right? Stop
Yes.
going to anger and these harsh defensive emotions.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. And that's why too. I thank you so much for your work, your insights.
Yeah.
These are beautiful, and I'm so grateful for them. The that is why it's so fucking important to turn inwards and to open your heart and to process pain in the past and process when the world did hurt you, because when it does hurt you and you don't make sense of it, process it, and continue on and grow up and mature and age, then it's defense. I'm
Yes.
looking for the next motherfucker to try me, and he just tried me with his
That's
Honda.
right.
He just tried me with his Honda.
But imagine moving. But it's like that's not even self love to move through the world in that state with all that undigested material in your body that you're just vomiting out on everyone around you, including the people you care for. And
Yeah.
then this goes full circle back to our original entry point, which is that's why I help people use sex therapeutically. So what's that connection? What we talked about. If you can just slow down and say, I'm wanting to masturbate or I'm wanting to have sex. What am I feeling? What's the need? That is you starting to do that process of connecting to your deeper self and identifying feelings and needs,
That's
which will
right.
then translate to maybe someday having the vulnerability to say to your neighbor who almost hit you, you scared me. I almost got
Yeah.
hit, right? Like it's
Yeah.
all connected. And that's why I love bringing sex into that.
It's really interesting that a baby, do babies get angry like infants, or do they just express their need in a very soft, sad, helpless way? Like that's about it.
It depends. Babies get very dysregulated often, and it's just a big blob of evacuating and discharging energy. Because emotion,
Mm,
first and foremost, is an energy in our body, and then it moves into an action tendency, and we feel compelled to act it out. But healthy people think or bypass the action tendency and go right to the need. Because
mm,
emotions, honestly, if someone said to me, break down what emotions are in one sentence, I'd say they're like the signal on a dashboard. They're telling us that we have a need and something's required. And if
yeah.
we could just get right to that, we're higher functioning as opposed to acting it out and honoring the action tendency of screaming, throwing something, hitting someone, slapping something, slamming the door. Skip the action statement and go to the need. It's a dashboard signal. What does my car need right now? That's the emotion, is that light.
And having needs doesn't make you weak, it makes you human.
Thank you. Yes, like
Yeah.
say that 10 times. There's strength in the ability to acknowledge you have a need and to express it. That's strength to
And
me.
what and it's so attractive. Like it's so attractive for someone to come to you and to express their need to you with words that are empowered, that says, I need you, I need to feel your touch, I
Yeah,
need to feel you close, I need to feel desired by you. And not in a way that feels blaming, but a way that just expresses just what I need.
that's right.
And whenever you have
Yes.
time to get around to that, I'm available. You know? If you like that short clip, make sure to check out the full episode.